Good morning, lovies. I will probably make this a weekend video. I am in my jammies today. And I'm not wearing the shirt that goes with my leopard print PJs that Charlotte got me for Christmas because it's very chilly outside, but it's nice and warm in the house. And I mean, the furnace is doing a very good job that I don't even have a fire going yet. So, anyhow, I'm going to take my cheeses downstairs. I've got them all labeled and dated. I need two hands to pick this up. I have an extra jar. I got to carry that down too. And I have to put it in my storage room. And my storage room means, and the kids still haven't gotten this game system off of the steps. My storage room is my storage room that holds things that I can. Our storage room is the room that holds fall and storage decorations and that sort of thing. And any of my canned goods that I can. And just little miscellaneous, you know, house things. So, this has been on the staircase and landing, all of this, since Harry and I went to Florida. Because the kids brought the game system upstairs to play. My son says that this was Carly and Mike, and they did do it, because Carly did tell me that they brought this upstairs, but that Brian was playing it too. So when I questioned Carly, she said, nope, this is Brian. So I'm going to carry you down the stairs on top of the game system. So, anyway, I guess I can pull this away now. So, yeah, that's what, you know, even young adults. It's not just kids that do this, teenagers, it's young adults too. I'm just going to plop that down there. Doing the blame game is what I call it, seriously. Where that's what they do. They just blame each other. And the reason why they do it is because they don't want to take a minute of their time to clean up or do whatever it is. So, I had also asked, see, all of this has been done while I was gone. You know, having friends over here. Brian had friends over here. Carly had friends over here. But, see, there's a water bottle there and an empty bottle there. Empty bottles and a glass there. I don't know why they took that flashlight apart. But, and this is Adam's guitar. Adam comes down here more than anybody now. He and Carly, what is that? He and Carly used to come down here all the time to either like watch movies together or they would, you know, play the game system. And now that Carly's gone, Adam comes down here sometimes to do that. Not much. But he does come down here, like if he wants to watch something on television because he doesn't want to watch what Harry and I have on upstairs. And he comes down to play his guitar. And I don't even know why he won't clean this up when he's down here. He will say, if I were to ask him, he'd say, because it's not my mess. I didn't do it. See, that's what they do. I didn't do it. But I tell my kids all the time, you know what? I'm constantly cleaning up messes that they make that I didn't make. But I still clean it up, you know? So, anyhow, since Adam and Brian are the only two that are living here now, today, after Adam gets off work and when Brian comes in from work a little bit later, they're both coming down here and they're cleaning this up. They're going to straighten that rug up, and they usually leave their game system there. But they're going to take care of all of this because I'm not doing it. Brian had one of his friends come spend the night while we were gone in Florida. And I came back and this bed was all unmade and he was sleeping over there in that bed and had it all messed up. But he said he only stayed down there really till his friend was comfortable and went to sleep, and then he went up to his room. So he goes, that bed's not really a mess, because I told him that he had to take the sheets off of both beds and make both beds, and he didn't like that. He goes, well, I didn't even sleep in that one the whole night. I was just only in there a couple hours. I said, well, I'll give you a pass on that one because I like fresh sheets because you never know when you're going to have company, right? So I did force him to come down here and pull all the sheets off and everything, and I forced him to remake that bed because I was not going to do it. You know, first of all, he shouldn't have had friends over here while we were gone. I think they know better than that. But see, now that the kids, they all turn adults, they're grown. You know, they just think that, you know, the rules that we've always had applied to them when they were younger. But some of those rules did apply to them when they were younger, but they still apply now. And the same thing goes now, even when they were teenagers. You don't have people over here because you don't know what all the friends are going to do, if they're going to tear stuff up or, you know, they get kind of crazy or whatever. So that's my rule. And the other thing is, too, as the homeowner, if somebody got hurt in my home and I wasn't here, you know, I would be responsible. And so I don't want any of that. So anyway, that is my rule. Anyway, I got a kitty over there hiding. I got one dog waiting to go upstairs. She's sniffing the cheese. I'm looking at the stuff over here that I have, that all that behind the bar goes upstairs. I said to Harry, when I came in with my coffee this morning, I said, this is our last weekend to have our Christmas decorations up. This all has to go upstairs too, all that. Anyway, yeah, I love Christmas, and I wish that none of it had to come down, but because it does have to come down, we're going into a new year. I'm starting to get focused now for 2014. Lots of things on my mind. Lots of work to do in 2014. And so it's like I just want to get her down, get her done. So anyway, I will probably start tearing my stuff down New Year's Day. Carly and I just got back from Walmart, and I'm going to do my little crafts here, get over to the computer and get my vlog edited and updated and on here this afternoon, so that if any of you would like to do something like this, I would try getting to Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever they sell Christmas items, the dollar store, and get your things now. I was over at Walmart, and everything, of course, is 50% off, but people are buying things up. So, I like to have things out through the winter months. And the thing is, I also still like to have my lights up. I haven't done anything with lights until this year. I decided to do something with lights. Because I have candles, like these candles, and I have like those battery operated ones. I'll take those down, but I have like other like country candles, very similar to like those over there. I have candles throughout my house that are on all the time. But anyhow, all right, long story short, I made this. Carly, how long ago did I make this tree?
Maybe.
Was it about the first Christmas we were here, or after? I had, yeah, I got this. This was a candy jar, this little Christmas tree thing. The top comes off. And I decided to take like the fake snow, and I bought some potpourri, and I put it in there and then just wrapped a gold bow around it. And I leave this out all during the winter. So I'm going to create like little lighted things. I bought this vase and this vase. These are bowls that are mine. I've had these for so many years, couldn't even tell you. I bought this little vase too, and the little round styrofoam thing to go in there to stick the picks in. So I'm going to use all these things that I bought, and I'll show you really quickly what they are. And I'm going to create little centerpiece things that I can leave out like in each room, okay? And to do the greenery, you can go outside and snip branches off of evergreens, white pines, whatever you have. Only thing is, they're not going to only last for about a month or so because they'll start getting dried out. Especially if you're going to do it, you might want to make sure that you have some kind of a container that you can put one of these little foam things that absorb the water and fill water in there. because that's what they do, like at the florists, when you get like the winter centerpieces and they've got the pine branches in there, just like the flowers, they're sticking it in these little styrofoam things that have water, and the water's in the container. You just have to make sure that, you know, once a week you put a little bit of water in there, okay, to keep it alive. If you do that, you should get, you know, through February, I would say, with it. But I didn't want to do all of that, so I bought these. Now you're going to say, but that's red and green. Guess what you do? You don't worry about these. You just leave those alone. You just get your scissors and you snip off any of, see, it's got all these pine cones and these things and these things. You just snip off what you like, and that's what you use to stick in there. Now, the hollies, you can go ahead and leave those berries on if you want to, because I have holly bushes outside, and that's a part of the winter, you know, the berries being on there. So they're there, you know, through the winter months. So you can leave those berries on. If you don't want to leave them on, just snip them off. So real quick, here's what I got. I got a lighted blue bow. This is more ornaments than I need, but this is all they had in the blue colors that I would like. I'm keeping everything with the icy blues and silver and white. So those are the ornaments I got. This was the last pick of this, otherwise I would have got more. I got 2 of these. I got 3 of those. I got 1 with the little leaf on it. I got that. Then I have this. It has a little magnet on the back, so I just peel that off and I can stick it on something. Guess what else? I was looking for the gel clings because I was thinking about this yesterday. You know what else you could do? Watch this. Let me just go ahead and take off one of my snowflakes. And that gurgling you hear is my coffee pot. These little gel clings. If you already had some, or if you can find them, just use these. And look at this. There you go. And they'll stay right on there. So, this is a lighted bow. I got these. I got these 2 small silver bows, sorry. I got, they didn't have any more of that snow, that batting fluffy stuff like I have above my door. So I went in the fabric section and I bought a small roll of this. It's the same thing. I found 2 owl candles. If at your store you can find any like owls or deer, any kind of like outside wintry animals, the ornaments, get those. I would have got some if they didn't have any. I have this little fluffy snow. I bought some of this material, some pine cones, and I got this over in the section where they have, what was this? Over the vases and the florals, and they have these little rock things. So I got those, and I got 2 mini lights, 20 and 2 50. I forgot to show also, I bought some potpourri. It's frosted winter berries, and that's okay that it's purple, because purple also fits in with you know, the winter colors. Just, I'm not going to use so much of it. And I wanted to also show something else. If you have some of the floral wiring, if you don't, make sure you get some, because what you can do is take your floral wire and you can you just wire around into your pine cone, and you want to get the wire nice and thick. Now this is thin wire. I forgot to pick up some of the heavier wire, so I'm just going to like triple it to make it nice, thick, and sturdy. But you can use that to use as picks to keep things inside these here. So I wanted to share that real quick too. Okay, so here are the centerpieces or decorations that I made. Now this is what the only one that's lit so far is this one. And the cord, the reason why you can see the cord is because it had to wrap over here to my extension cord. but I mean, when it's on a table or whatever, it'll be perfectly hidden. And this is where I just use the little holly branches, some pine cones. I put the lights all in the bottom, and then I put pine cones on top with a little bit of that fluff snow. Then I put some of these ornaments. I did the same 3, tucked these in here. I sprinkled some of the snow on there and topped it with a pine cone. I did not glue anything in here because this is one of my good dishes, but I can take everything out and bag it and put it away for next year and then just put the whole thing back together again. Now this one I glued things, and I did not glue to this one because this is another one of my good dishes. So this one I glued things. I put some more of those hold up a second. I put some more of these snowflakes on here, and then I put some of the beads, and that is really the front. I'm thinking about getting another snowflake and sticking another snowflake over here to even it out a little bit. And then I did this one. This obviously is no lights, and my Christmas tree is no lights. So I'll show you what these look like when I turn the lights on. Okay, so here's 3 of them. So this is the holly. This is that lighted bow that I put on here, and this is the front. I just need to fluff that over a little bit. This is the front, but of course your cord's going to go in the back. Again, it's because of my extension cord. I'm pulling it as tight as I can. So imagine that being in the back. So, and what I did with this, I put the lights down, I put some of the material, then I put a layer of potpourri, I put some ornaments, which you can see from the back. I put more of the material here, more ornaments on top. With this, I glued those beads on there, and I used my gelled snowflakes, and like I said, I'm going to put another couple snowflakes over here. And then I have to turn this one on. So one of these has to get turned off. And then that's what that one looks like. And what I did, I put those iced rocks on there. I glued the beads on here. I stuck this little thing. I showed you had the little sticky thing on the back. I put a layer of the fluff to look like snow, and then I sprinkled some of that loose snow on there. This is that owl candle, and then I glued those ornaments on there. So anyway, let me get my light back on so we can see. So anyway, make your own January decorations. Just because Christmas is over doesn't mean that your lights have to go away. I like lights, and this is, something that you can keep out January, even February if you want to. Of course, February you start bringing the red back in because of Valentine's Day, but anyway. These are winter centerpieces.